everybody, I'm Tasha from the Major Change Group, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how many credit cards should you have. How many is too many? Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Well, y'all, it was so funny. The other day, me and my sister was talking. She had came here to visit for Thanksgiving, and I had pulled out some of my credit cards, and she was like, dang, like how many credit cards do you have? So for myself, I actually have 10 credit cards. So I have 9 personal credit cards and 1 business credit card. So I have 3 Chase cards. I have the Chase Sapphire Preferred, the Chase Southwest, and the Chase ISG. I have 3 Navy Federal credit cards. I have the Navy Federal More Rewards, the Navy Federal Flagship, the Navy Federal Cash Rewards. I have the Discover It. I have the Citi Thank You Rewards credit card. And then I have the American Express Everyday credit card. And last, I have the American Express Blue Business Cash business card. So those are all of the credit cards that I have. But I know that my sister should be like, dang, that's too many credit cards. But let me know in the comments, how many credit cards are too many credit cards, and how many do you have? And so I would say for myself, having these 10 credit cards, I think it works for me. It's not too many, but I would also say that having 10 credit cards is not necessary. And really, you can just have 1 credit card, because on the one hand, I really feel like, I'm trying to think what's my favorite credit card. I don't know. I will have to think about it. It's probably going to be the Navy Federal More Rewards if I had to cut all of the credit cards. I would say it's really been since maybe 2019 that I had got the bulk of them. I would say prior to 2019, maybe I only had 3 credit cards, but on the one hand, I will close a credit card. So I feel like I've had maybe 15 credit cards. And then if I don't want the credit card, I'll close it. Maybe if it's been less than 2 years. If it's been longer than that, I won't close it. And plus, Bank of America closed 2 of my credit cards because I really wasn't using them. So I would say how many credit cards are too many is a personal preference. But some things to think about when either considering to get a credit card. The first thing that I'm going to say is, why do you want to get a credit card? Because I would say to have credit cards, you really have to have financial discipline. And so what I like to do, I like to use my credit cards like a debit card. But what that really means to me is making sure that I'm doing my budget every month. And I'm using my credit card on all of my spending except for maybe like my mortgage and a few other bills. But I'm just using my credit card for my groceries, my gas, just my everyday spending. So I'm not accumulating any additional spending, just using it on my regular spending. But do you want to get a credit card so that you can have more money to spend or things like that? So that would not be the right reason to be able to get, credit cards. So I think that for myself, the one reason that I had started to get more credit cards is because I like to get the rewards on credit cards. So since October of 2021 till October of 2022, I have accumulated points and cash back that's equivalent to $2,686, I believe. And for the year 2022, I said that I wanted to take a trip using all of my points. And I was saying most likely it would be Puerto Rico. So right now I have enough points and cash back to be able to go on a trip for about, I would say 5 to 7 days. So I'm really happy about that. So for me, I like to be able to use credit cards so that I can get, cash back or points. It could be between 1% and 5% or a little bit more. So that's why I like to use credit cards. But another thing to consider when getting credit cards is, do you prefer an annual fee to no annual fee? Now, while I do have a few cards that have an annual fee, I would say that my Chase Sapphire Preferred card, it has a $95 annual fee, and that's probably the highest annual fee that I have. But I'm really more so of a no annual fee, and I think that's why it makes sense for me to have 10 credit cards, because I think I only have annual fees that go up to about $250, either $250 or $350. And with the different perks and stuff that I get, I feel like that's good for me. Let me know in the comments, what is your highest annual fee credit card? And me and Slash Inc., we're going to be doing a video soon, and we're going to kind of be giving our perspectives on should you go for no annual fee credit cards or annual fee credit cards. But I'm more so of a no annual fee, but I do feel like you get better perks sometimes with annual fees, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But let me know in the comments, what do you think? I would say the next thing to think about are, what categories do you really like? Because they have travel credit cards, they have gas credit cards. And so which credit card really will benefit your lifestyle? And so that's why sometimes when people ask me, what is the best credit card to get? Really, it is your personal preference, because for dining, it's gonna be one of my highest categories. And so that's why I really want to get the American Express Gold card, because they have 4%. And all of my credit cards only have 3% for dining right now. Let's say for travel, I had got the Chase Sapphire Preferred card, because I think that is a really good travel credit card, especially only for it to have a $95 annual fee. So those are some things to consider when you are opening up a credit card. I would say if I had to, I could probably just use one credit card, because I think the main question is it better to use one credit card to get all the points compared to having multiple credit cards? And I think it's kind of hard, especially after you getting the sign-on bonus. Do you really maximize using a credit card in year 2 and 3 compared to in year 1? So I would say that is the main question. After you have a credit card 2 and 3 years, are you really getting the perks? And I feel like that's why I prefer a credit card that has no annual fee, so that if I don't use it, it's okay, because I'm not paying an annual fee on it. So let's say, for instance, when I got the Chase IHG credit card, that credit card, you only have to do a minimum spend of $2,000, and you got 160,000 reward points if you spent the $2,000 in the 3 months. And it took me forever to be able to use all those points. That credit card does have, I think, an $89 annual fee. And I really want to downgrade that credit. It's not really as good, let's say, as if it didn't have an annual fee. So I would say those are some of the things to think about when getting credit cards. But I am definitely going to have that video talking about the no annual fee, because I think that is the way to go. Check out this video where I'm talking about why I like to use my credit cards like a debit card, and you should too.
It's not a game, it's a